Hey guys, I'm Eric.
And I'm Grace. We're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans who make videos about British culture, and today we are dying because it's so hot out. So to help us get through this video, we have packed a giant bottle of sparkling water and a couple of glasses so that we can stay hydrated while we talk about British food. As you guys know, we really enjoy Reddit, specifically r/AskUK, because it's very insightful and we get to learn a lot about British culture there. Over the last couple of weeks, we've noticed that there are a lot of food questions being asked right now. And so we thought we would go ahead, choose some of our favorites, and make this video about those. So we're gonna be talking about noodle sandwiches as well as other British food related questions.
First, we have, how much cheese are you supposed to put in a cheese and pickle sandwich? Have you ever had a cheese and pickle sandwich?
I've had a fair amount of cheese and pickle sandwiches in France.
Oh, that's true. They always have cheese and pickles on it.
Baguette, cheese, butter, pickles. That's so good.
Is it the jambon beurre?
Yes, it's a really good sandwich. But I have not had a cheese and pickle sandwich in the UK, so let's dive down into the comments and see what Brits are saying you should do with your sandwich. Top comment, grating the cheese transforms a cheese and pickle sandwich to the next level.
What kind of cheese do you put on them? And do you toast it? Is it warm or is it cold?
Is it melted cheese or is it cold cheese?
Although I guess maybe if it was a hot sandwich, it would be toasty, wouldn't it?
That's true. Yeah, so it must be cold.
I find Branston is like Marmite, and by that, I mean less is more. Put a thin layer on top of the cheese to enhance the flavor, rather than a thick one. Oh, so they're not talking about like a pickle.
Yeah.
They're talking about Branston pickle.
They're talking about Branston pickle. Okay, we were way off. It needs ready salted crisps in the sandwich as well as cheese and pickle to make it really great. What? Would you put crisps in a sandwich?
Yes, I think I would. I feel like that doesn't sound half bad, but that is like definitely
trashy.
Carbing it.
Oh.
I was gonna say.
Seems a bit naff if you ask me. Did I use it right?
I have actually done this. I've eaten crisps on sandwiches. When my family would go to the park for like a picnic or something, we would bring like a giant Costco amount of either bagels. Did I say it right?
Bagels, yeah.
Apparently I said bagels wrong.
Usually you say bagels.
That's embarrassing. You didn't need to expose that to the whole world. So I would, before I knew I couldn't eat bread, I would have the Costco bread, crisps on it, cheese, meat, and it makes the perfect sandwich.
All right, let's move on to the next question. But before we do that, why don't you let us know how much cheese do you put on a cheese and pickle sandwich?
And what would you put on your cheese and pickle sandwich besides cheese and pickles?
Round 2. When buying chips from the chippy, what sauce would you traditionally pair with them? I don't actually know, because in the States, when we have fish and chips, we don't have any sauce. Wait, actually, we do. We have that fish, what do you call the fish sauce? So you dip the fish in.
It's tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce. We do tartar sauce for the fish.
And it's a creamy sauce that is a little bit, I think it has minced up pickles in there.
But I've never heard of anyone putting sauce with the chips.
You would have ketchup with your chips.
Oh, that's true, ketchup.
But that's pretty much it. Top comment is salt and vinegar, please. That sounds good.
So that would be just what we had when we went to the UK. We went to a chippy and he asked, do you want vinegar on your chips? Which was a surprise to us because we'd never done that before. As a northerner, the only correct answer is either gravy or curry sauce?
What is curry sauce?
Why would you put gravy on your chips?
I do love curry, but curry sauce on chips, don't know if that sounds all that great. Next comment is chippy sauce.
And the comment below that is really summarizing my feelings. What is this mysterious chippy sauce you refer to? I'm intrigued.
Yeah, what is this chippy sauce? And does each chippy have their own chippy sauce?
Lastly, Hendo's. I don't know what Hendo's is either.
Wow, there is so many different sauces on here that I don't know.
Of course, now it's your turn. What sauce would you put on your chips? Also, if you do answer this question, make sure you let us know which part of the UK you're in so that we can track how the sauces change across the country.
Next up, we have what must be a very pressing question for those of you in the UK because it is one of the top voted questions. and it is, what do you do with your leftover goo pudding pots?
First question, what is a leftover goo pudding pot?
What is goo pudding? Because it sounds gooey.
To the internet! Oh, so they're just
Little pudding pots.
little glass ramekin type things. Top answer, ramekins mainly. Also, a Pringles lid fits over them perfectly if you ever want to use them to store stuff. Oh, that's really good to know. That's cool.
That's a super cool idea. Anyone saying use as ramekins doesn't grasp the scale of the problem here.
I'm guessing this is because they have
Tons
hundreds
of them.
the goo pudding pots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my. You could use them as little fish bowls.
Have a little goldfish in each
Very
one.
petite fish.
You could also use them for growing succulents.
Yes.
Yeah, plant some succulents in there.
Succulents, anything that doesn't need to have a lot of roots.
Also, if you're a scientist, you could use them as petri dishes for blood and growing bacteria. Have a mold farm. After years of them falling out of the cupboard every time you open it because they don't stack neatly, I just gave up and started putting them in the glass recycling. Controversial, I know. You read that one.
Make tiny baths for mice.
Beatrix Potter would be proud.
That is a brilliant idea.
Ashtrays. Practical. I have 4 at home. I use them all the time. They make great little bowls for snacks like nuts. Also use them for dipping sauce pots for meals. So like ramekins.
Now I want to get me some goo pudding pots. Goo pudding pots.
There we go. What I would probably do is I would keep 6 on hand, 6 or 8 in the cupboard, and then any more just put in the recycling.
I would use them specifically for peanut sauce, for dipping like Vietnamese wraps in.
Oh, that would be really good. Or little soy sauce bowls.
Now we'll pass the question off to you. What do you guys do with your leftover goo pudding pots? Also, what is your favorite flavor of goo pudding? And am I saying that correctly?
Noodle sandwiches. Yay or nay? I've seen 2 types of people. The type that knows about noodle sandwiches and loves them, or the type that has never heard of noodle sandwiches and recoils in disgust when they first hear about it. What are your thoughts?
I'm the latter. What is this? This is the entire definition of double carbing. Noodles on a sandwich. What kind of noodles are these? Are these pasta noodles or are these like Asian noodles?
I'm guessing these are, what do you call, pot noodles.
If it's food, it can go in a sandwich, is the law I live by.
Okay, I'm gonna apply a little pressure here. What about jelly?
Are you talking about British jelly?
British jelly, what we would call Jell-O.
Okay.
What about pudding? Would you put pudding in a sandwich? What about bananas? What's the worst thing you could put in a sandwich?
Probably a dead rat.
But if it's food, it has to be food.
Well, dead rat can be food.
Barbecued super noodles between Warburton toasty slices.
Barbecued super noodles between Warburton toasty slices.
There are multiple words in this sentence that I don't understand.
I only understand the word between.
So what are super noodles and why are they super? Warburton.
That must be some kind of bread?
Yeah, a brand of bread.
I've never had noodles that were barbecue flavored before.
Sounds like something an American would do, to be honest.
It really does. Carbs in a sandwich are always incredible. Chips, chili and rice, pies, crisps, mash, all top sandwich fillers. I've never tried noodle sandwiches, although spag bowl sandwiches are great. What is
Spaghetti bolognese.
Oh! Yeah. Spaghetti bolognese sandwiches are great.
This comment really sums up how I feel about noodle sandwiches. I feel ill. So let's turn the question over to you guys. What do you think about noodle sandwiches? Yay or nay? If you do approve of noodle sandwiches, what kind of noodles do you use? And if you would like more British food videos, then click on this playlist of videos right here, and you might be pleasantly surprised by what you find.
And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss a video from us. We make videos about British food, British culture, reacting to British accents. That's a really fun series, so you don't want to miss out on any of that.
Again, I'm Eric.
I'm Grace.
We're the Hot Ravens.
Hot as in temperature-wise, but sexy too.
We will see you in the next video.
Auf Wiedersehen, pet.